Alright, this place is too small. Right, let me tell you exactly who you are. Let me describe you. You are a graffiti street artist wanting to be a YouTuber. Am I not right? Excellent. This is the right place for you. Welcome to my channel. Hello, my name is Airborne Mark. I am a London-based street artist mad about origami, and you are in the right place to learn more about videography. In this series, Videography, I'm sharing my expertise and knowledge as a professional videographer and photographer, how to up the production of your graffiti and street art videos. What's up, everybody? This sounds like Peter McKinnon, right? You know where my inspiration comes from. In today's episode of Videography, we are focusing on what's in my bag. First of all, this is not a sponsored video. However, everything I mention here can be found in affiliate links in descriptions below. Please consider using those links so that it can support directly my addiction of paint and origami. Well, most of the equipment actually I have in my camera graffiti bag I'm using here. So this video will rely a lot on amazing B-roll. Each and every single item of technology in my camera bag graffiti style has its own dedicated video in which I explore in detail my reasons why I chose that particular piece of camera gear technology to be my daily driver as a graffiti artist. I'm doing loads of hands. That's the legacy of me being a rapper, but don't look up my rap career because it was long time ago. So first of all, obviously we need to start with the bag. If you know anything about camera equipment, especially bags, there's no shortage of them, and you can get professional, proper brands which are highly expensive. And the reason I'm not using the most expensive bags, why would you, while painting, is that your equipment will get splattered with paint. So this bag, right, is Amazon Basics. Why I've chose this bag? Not only the size, but the quality is quite astonishing for this price range. And it has everything I would expect from a professional bag. It has a tripod holder, but also over here on those straps, you can see some loops that allow me to attach my GoPro. I use this feature a lot and it helps me to tell the story of who I'm traveling to paint the wall. One of the features camera bag for painting graffiti and street art is that it should have a rain cover. This is paramount, especially here in London. Now, the purpose of this bag is solely to carry video camera equipment. It doesn't have any painting tools. I have a separate setup for paint alone, but I'm going to dedicate a video not as a part of videography. Let's get into the inside of the bag and talk about its contents. Starting with my main video driver, an ASPC Sony camera in a small rig bracket, armed with Rode Micro and Rode Wireless Go dual recording microphone setup. More about that in a separate video, check the links below. But also, to a surprise of many of you, I actually have two cameras in my bag. My secondary camera is a full frame camera. It's a Sony a7R series, and the reason I'm using it is because of photography. I'm really big on archiving and documenting my own work. I've been painting for about 20 years with a sole focus on origami in the last 10 years, and I'm absolutely passionate about documenting my process of creation, and having a full frame camera is paramount for me. This item is not necessary. You could stay with your ASP's camera, making sure you have a very sharp lens with a small aperture, but this is a totally different topic, and I'm going to keep it in an upcoming video if it's not out already, to check the links below. The third item on the list is an iPad or any tablet. The reason being is I use it as a field monitor to remotely access the viewfinder of my ASPCs or full frame cameras. I use it to monitor the frame, especially when taking a thumbnail for YouTube video. So second reason I find iPad very helpful in my camera graffiti bag is that through it I have an access to Can's application. I'm not sure whether you've heard of it. It's an application that allows you to sample the reference photos and translate them into exact colors of a particular paint brand. In my work, which is realistic, is very essential, and it helps you to save loads of time trying to figure out what colors, what tones to get to paint from a reference. So I highly recommend this application if you're going for realism, as it will speed up the process and it will take your work to the next level. The fourth item in my bag is obviously the infamous GoPro. I use GoPro sporadically in my videography. The reason being is I prefer this kind of a vlog style rather than FPV perspective, which is highly popular and go-to in terms of street art and graffiti. Most of the channels rely on GoPro. It's an amazing tool, but for my storytelling, it's not a tool to go to, but still it's essential for those difficult to access spots. The fact that GoPros are indestructible, and whatever the environment, whatever the fall, you can make the most of it and get some amazing footage, which will help you add interesting narrative to your videos. I'm using Hero 5, and down the line I'll upgrade my GoPro with gladness, but at this moment I don't find a need for it. My setup with GoPro is very minimal. More about it in my dedicated GoPro video, but yeah, that's done and dusted. The fifth item in my bag is obviously a tripod. Tripods are essential for my style of videography. There is such a vast array of brands and different types of tripods out there, but the only piece of advice from me would be not to save on tripods. The criteria are: it must be compact, it needs to be durable, and needs to be light. So my tripod of choice is this Manfrotto compact travel tripod, and it has few amazing features. One of them being this quick release system. You know, when I'm painting, I want to be very quick on taking the camera out of the tripod. Bish bash bosh, no hassle, simple click. The second is this versatile multi-function ball head, which allows you to, it's hybrid, which is for photography and for videography. You can shoot horizontally, you can shoot vertically. It's very quick, very versatile. This joystick is super easy to work with. There's only one knob. There's nothing like that on the market. Another feature of this tripod is you can release the top section. There you go. and you can use it like that in more of a vlogging style. Many a time in my videos, I use it as a selfie stick to give that unique, intimate perspective. Maybe it's a bit wobbly, but it's something you can get used to it, as it allows you to be wide enough, whatever lens you are on. I'm on 18mm lens here on my ASPC. This tripod has you covered. The only downside of this tripod is that what would make it super ideal if it had a hook to put additional weight for windy scenarios. Still, I love this tripod so much I wouldn't compromise it for any other model. And quick release, bish bash bosh, and done. Look, and away we go. Number 6, batteries. Batteries, batteries, batteries. Batteries to last you throughout the day. 2 are not enough, 3 are not enough. I would go from anything from 4 to more batteries so that you have enough backup. I'm just focused on painting. Yes, there's so much footage to go through at the end of the day when it comes to editing, but when you see actually my videos, those shots I change a lot, but I leave the camera for 5 to 10 minutes to take 30 seconds out of it. It's not very storage efficient, but it is what it is, and having this amount of batteries allows me to last easily throughout the day. 7, a power bank. Why I use the power bank is for my phone mostly, as I use my phone to look at the reference I'm painting from. So usually towards end of the day my phone battery is dead. I wear a fanny pack like this, and at the end of the day the purpose of this fanny pack is I have my power bank here and my phone here, and I keep going working from the reference. But also I have a USB-C and B type of cables so that I can charge my GoPro, I can charge both of my cameras regardless, even though I have enough spare batteries. Yeah, I have a backup of a backup. You need to really keep it in mind what I do here, right? I overproduce, over-prepare. The 8th item on my list is a LED light, like this light from Aperture. I use it in winter months because most of the time when I've already finished painting and took my final photos, when I want to record the closing thought, many a time it's already too dark for the camera to capture it. I put it on my ASPC cage. There you go. The brightness here is adjustable. This item is indispensable for winter months, as I said, and it can save your footage. No one wants to watch you talking in dark, and the value production of your video will be much, much greater. The last item in my camera graffiti bag is lens wipes. And what you need is individually wrapped lens wipes. No matter how careful you are, sooner or later, you'll get overspray paint on your lens. Guaranteed. Because that extra moisture allows you to deal with the overspray really quickly and effectively on the spot. Many a time when you work with a fiber cloth lens wipes, the dry ones, if you drop it and then you pick it up, you try to clean it, there still might be a residue of some sand or some other particles that will scratch your lens, especially that us graffiti artists paint in the most inauspicious environments. When you get some paint over your lens, you can clean it. When you scratch it, it's dead. That's why go for individually wrapped, moist lens wipes. Trust me on that. And that's that. 8 essential items in my camera graffiti bag, and these items are out of experience, out of trying different setups. However, if you have your own suggestions, what else you would put in a graffiti camera bag, maybe there's something I didn't think of, please make sure you comment in below and share with the community. Bonus item. It's for your phone. I actually have it on me all the time, not only when painting. Is this kind of system I figure out of necessity, out of need, and it is dictated by what I paint, which is aiming for realistic paper texture. I shoot all my origami references and then paint from photo reference. Your hands are busy as it is. They're covered in paint as it is. So what I do is I put my phone into this rugged phone case, right? But then I attached a lanyard to my phone case and keep my phone like that while painting. Every few strokes, I'm looking at my paper photo reference again, and this allows me not to fumble with my phone and putting it away in the pocket. I'm on a ladder, I'm on a box. Look at the reference, boom, you know, I just drop it. When the battery is dying, if you look closely in my videos, towards the end of the piece, I'm like this. In my fanny pack, I have my power bank. Boom, it's charging, right? So this gives me freedom, right? It's charging, I can continue painting, and then it's like, boom, you know, change paint, bish, bash, bosh, you know, talk with somebody and do reference. Looks ridiculous, look at this setup, but it's practical. It is what it is. Practicality is my middle name. Airborne Practical Marek. And that's that. Hopefully you found this video extremely helpful and full of ideas what to look for when upgrading your videography kit for graffiti and street art painting. If you have some more ideas what I could include, please make sure you put it in the comments below. Now, all the items I've mentioned here are available as an affiliate links on Amazon. So if you like any of these things, please consider using those links. This is not a sponsored video, but the affiliate links will help me to grow this channel. Make sure you watch other videos in VideoGraffy Series when I talk in detail about individual setup of each item mentioned here, or watch some of my videos actually using all this knowledge and experience while creating origami murals here in London. My name is Airborne Mark. Origami riots, folding all day, every day, and I'm out.